Hi, I'm Marcy Degman, the Aspiring Gardener, and today we're going to talk about making rose petal tea. Now, the first thing you want to do is find a rose plant with petals that have a lot of good scent, because if they smell good, that means there's a lot of oil, and that means you're actually going to be able to taste them. What I have here is dried rose petals, because that is more intense and that's going to be able to go right into your dry tea blends. So all you really have to do is make sure that you're using rose petals that have not been sprayed with pesticides or any other kind of chemicals. You can kind of examine them, make sure that there aren't any insects or anything in there that you wouldn't want in your tea. And if it looks good, just pull off your petals. I just put mine in a basket. I stack the baskets with my other herbs and I just wait for them to dry. You don't want to put them in a dryer or anything that's got heat, because that takes some of the oils out. So it's better to let them dry naturally, and I just dry them right inside my house. So if you want to put them in the sun, that's okay, but I think that it's better to get them in a shadier spot in a dry, warm place. And the other thing is that rose petals have a hint of flavor, but in themselves, they're not a cup of tea. So what you do with them is you mix them with other herbs, black tea, green tea, whatever you like. I have here a mixture of different mints that I've dried and put in this jar. What I'm going to do here today is just take a handful of this mint, and then I'll take some of the rose petals. Now you can either crumble them up or leave them whole. It doesn't matter in the tea process. It's really about how you want your bulk tea to look. So probably just a little bit would be good. Of course, these are yellow. If you prefer red, pink, whatever color you like, you can use in your tea blend. And what I like to do, if I'm going to use flowers in tea, is have some other colors as well. And one of the things I like to add is bee balm, Monarda didyma. You can use the leaves, which are also in the mint family, and they've got kind of what people say an Earl Grey type taste. So if you don't want that flavor, don't use the leaves, but if you do, you can crumble some of those in there. And the flowers I like because they have a really faint taste, so you may not even notice it, but they're so pretty and they dry red and they stay red. So I try to have some of these things just on hand so I can add them whenever I want to whatever I'm making. So in this case, see, we've got the yellow and the red in there, and it's already quite attractive. The other thing you might want to do is put it in a clear jar so you can see it. That's even nicer. You can add lavender if you prefer. I have other types of mint here. I have chamomile, which you might want to add if you like chamomile tea. So a lot depends on if you want a little caffeine, then use your black and green. If you want it completely herbal, that works good too. And there you have rose petal tea.